Looks like Angela Simmons finally hit her breaking point with Yo Gotti. The sis is done playing nice and just gave him the boot. And honestly, nobody's shocked. Folks been whispering for months that Gotti's been creeping behind Angela's back. But now the streets are saying it got way messier. Word is his side chick's pregnant. Yep, expecting a whole baby. After all that time Gotti spent trying to win Angela over, he out here wilding like that? Man really fumbled the whole situation. You'd think after all the chasing he would have locked in and chilled. But nope, he couldn't keep it together. Angela ain't the one to be played like that, and now she's done. And not just done, she's allegedly plotting a wild revenge plan that could blow everything up. It's about to get real messy, real fast. Now, this cheating drama didn't start yesterday. Nah, word of Gotti messing around has been floating since 2023. Gossip of the city dropped the bomb that either Angela and Gotti were done or she was being cheated on, because he was spotted with some nurse boo in Vegas at the Aria Hotel. Now, Gotti and his people tried to brush it off like it was no big deal, saying they were on a break when it went down, so technically he wasn't cheating, right? Please. That excuse got shut down quick. Nobody was buying it, and for good reason. But here's where it gets juicier. Folks are now claiming that this nurse he's all hugged up with might be the same woman he was messing with before Angela. Yeah, while he was out here making grand gestures and acting like Angela was the one, he might have never even let go of his old flame. So while the public thought Gotti had leveled up, it's looking like he was double dipping the whole time. The man was running two plays at once, making Angela feel special while keeping his side chick close, shady, and just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, boom, baby news. Rumor has it Gotti got his nurse boo pregnant and she's keeping it. Now Angela, she didn't just walk away quietly. Nah, she exploded. Word is she allegedly snapped and trashed his spot when she found out. She thought they were solid, that they'd moved past the cheating. She even forgave him after that messy situation with his ex. They had one of those long heart-to-heart talks and Gotti promised he was a changed man. Angela gave him another chance. And what does he do? Turns around and blows it again. Not long after, he was going all out for her birthday, trying to flex like he was the world's best boyfriend. He reportedly dropped almost $500,000 on gifts. We talking top-tier luxury. He got her a crocodile Himalaya Kelly Birkin bag worth nearly $300,000 and a matching diamond Himalayan watch worth $100,000. According to sources, Angela was stunned when she opened the gifts. They said, Gotti loves to go all out for Angela. He's very thoughtful when it comes to gift giving and wanted something unique and rare. Yeah, thoughtful, just not when it comes to loyalty. Imagine dropping $500,000 on gifts just to cheat like it's a hobby. Dude really went above and beyond with the glam but couldn't keep his relationship clean. And now there's possibly a whole baby on the way? It's wild. What makes this whole situation even more messed up is that Gotti chased Angela for years. Let's not forget, he was screaming her name in his music back in 2015. He said it loud and clear in his track Down in the DM. And I just followed Angela Simmons. Boy, I got a crush on Angela Simmons, but they like, damn Gotti, you bold. F it, I'ma let the world know. He manifested the whole relationship just to ruin it himself. Yo Gotti wasn't playing it cool at all. He let the whole world know he was crushing hard on Angela Simmons. No sneak moves, no guessing games. He dropped that bold line in his song and had everybody talking like, yo, is this about to turn into something real? That bar became one of the most talked about moments in the whole track. Folks were curious, hyped even, waiting to see if Angela would say something back or even give him a shot. A lot of fans were low-key shipping it, rooting for Angela to respond and maybe link up with him for real. But Angela, she curved him hard. With silence. No shout out, no post, no public reaction, nothing. It had folks confused, like, was she just ignoring him? Or maybe they were keeping it on the low to avoid the spotlight? People started whispering that maybe they were actually vibing in private and just didn't want to bring it to the timeline. But Angela wasn't here for the rumors. She eventually spoke up and shut all that noise down. She said, yeah, she was flattered by the attention, but they were not a couple. At all. So all that public crush energy? Yeah, it was one-sided back then, but fans weren't buying it, especially after it came out that Angela and Gotti had actually been talking behind the scenes. Things really started heating up when Angela invited Gotti to her Foofy brand launch party, and this wasn't no random invite either. Gotti pulled up clean, cameras flashing, and the two of them were photographed looking extra cozy. That set social media on fire. People were convinced something had to be going on. Like, come on. After all those lyrics and that public admiration, now he's showing up to her big event like a proud boyfriend. Fans swore the flirt vibes were real and started connecting the dots, thinking it had gone from lyrics to real-life romance. But once again, Angela came through and shut the chatter down. She didn't let the rumors cook too long either. She cleared it up quick. According to her, Gotti showing up was just him being supportive. Nothing more, nothing less. No sneaky link, no late night dates, just mutual respect between two grown people. Still, not everybody was buying it. Fans were side-eyeing those pics, saying the energy was too good to be just friends. The chemistry? It was giving something else. But Gotti? He confirmed what Angela said, kinda. In interviews, he admitted he was trying to win her over, sending flowers, dropping gifts, doing the most. But even with all that effort, she wasn't feeling him like that. She let him down easy, real respectful, but romantically, it just wasn't clicking. And in the beginning, fans were feeling bad for him. Like, dang, this man was out here simping for real, pouring his heart out just to get curved. But then, plot twist, turns out Gotti wasn't even fully single when he was out here shooting his shot. Word got out that he already had someone in the background the whole time. And not just anyone. One of his baby mamas out of nowhere. Boom. Angela Simmons hit the internet with a wild twist that had everybody shook. One minute we thought she was single and chilling. The next, sis popped out engaged. Like what? Nobody saw it coming. Not a whisper, not a clue. She kept that man hidden like a top secret file. And then boom, she dropped another bombshell. She was pregnant too. Yup. Back-to-back surprises that had the whole timeline in a chokehold. People were scrambling like, wait, who's the guy? How did she go from zero to marriage and a baby so quick? It was silent, then chaos. And let's be real, Yo Gotti had to be somewhere spiraling in his feelings. Probably phone on Do Not Disturb, blasting heartbreak songs in a hoodie. Dude spent years hyping her up, shooting his shot left and right, just to see her show up with a fiance and a baby bump. That had to sting something crazy. And it wasn't just in private that Gotti took the L. He actually put the pain in a track called Save It For Me. In it, he said, pass my number to Angela. I thought I had her. A man cuffed her, married her, and made me mad. I respect it. I'm moving on, but the truth is I want her bad. My baby mama was pissed. I ain't heard the last from her. So now he's out here confessing he's still hurt, while also admitting his baby mama was still in the picture. Like what? Pay on Valentine's gifts for your ex, but expect Angela to wait around like a backup dancer? Sir, make it make sense. Angela wasn't trying to be part of some messy lineup. She moved on for real, and fans did what they do best. They started digging, and oh, what they found was wild. Her mystery fiance? Yeah, his record was far from clean. Word got out quick that he had a rap sheet packed with serious charges. We talking real legal problems, including stuff that raised major red flags. Social media lit up. Headlines flew in fast. People were shocked, asking how Angela, with her clean image and high-profile fam, ended up engaged to someone with that kind of background. But she didn't flinch. Angela stood by him loud and proud. She defended her man, saying he made mistakes in the past, but had changed his ways. Still, the internet wasn't buying it completely. There were whispers everywhere. Receipts, too, suggesting that her fiancé was cheating behind the scenes. Even then, Angela stood strong, brushing it off and trying to hold it all together. But things started to crack. By 2017, it was a wrap. Angela publicly confirmed they had split, and just like that, people thought, okay, this is it. Gotti's chance finally came. After all that waiting, all those songs, all those flowers, surely she'd circle back to the one who had been riding for her for years. But nah, Angela wasn't looking Gotti's way at all. She didn't even blink in his direction. Instead, she kept it moving and started being linked to other dudes. One of them was NBA star Serge Ibaka, but that whole thing came and went so fast, if you sneezed, you missed it. Once again, the fans were like, come on now, it's gotta be Gotti's turn. But nope, Angela wasn't checking for him then either. Fast forward to 2020, and she showed up with a new man again. This time, she was dating pro boxer Daniel Jacobs. At that point, it was painfully clear to everybody. Angela's type? Yeah. It was basically anybody but Yo Gotti. In one interview, he casually mentioned that he gave one of them $100,000 for Valentine's Day. Yeah, not a typo, a whole 100 bands. Now, he didn't say straight up they were together, but come on now, son, who's dropping six figures on someone they're not involved with? For Valentine's Day, be serious. He could have said it was for the kids or something like that, but nah, that one detail changed everything. Suddenly, fans weren't feeling sorry for him no more. Sympathy gone. People started doing the math real quick and realized this might be why Angela kept him at arm's length. She probably knew there was something going on with his baby mama, and even if it wasn't official, it was enough to make her step back. Honestly, that explanation made way more sense than just saying she wasn't interested. If she saw through all the slick moves and figured out he had a whole situation still in the picture, then it's no wonder she stayed out the mix. By this point, the whole saga was feeling like a never-ending rom-com, but without the happy ending. Yo Gotti was out here playing the role of the underdog for years, and Angela, she kept curving him like it was a sport. 5+ years of public crushing, that's longer than it takes to graduate college. Fans were starting to ask, when is Gotti finally gonna take the hint and let it go? And for a second, it looked like he did. Gotti popped out with a new boo, Yaya Sandoval. The obsession with Angela looked like it was finally over. Yaya even hopped on Instagram with him, posting cute New Year's pics. When a nosy follower slid in talking about, I thought he was crushing on Angela, Yaya didn't hold back. She clapped back with, not no mo, but she should have waited before talking slick. Cause just 2 weeks into the new year, Gotti dumped her. Yup, straight up flipped the script. And guess what? Around that exact same time, Angela had just split from Daniel Jacobs. The timing had fans raising eyebrows. Then it happened. After 7 whole years, Angela finally gave Gotti a real shot. The internet lost it. Folks were hyped like, this is it, the fairy tale ending. It was the moment everybody thought would never come. And at first, it looked like the stars had finally lined up. They were posting couple pics, flying out on lavish vacations, ringing in 2023 together like they were on top of the world. The fits were fire, the captions were sweet, and they looked solid. People were rooting for them hard. Angela even started talking about marriage for real this time. She said, I mean, I love him, I'm happy, I'm in a great relationship. I just don't think you have to rush anything. When things are meant to happen, they happen. She was glowed up, smiling in interviews, saying how he inspired her. He's one of my biggest inspirations. We just get each other. He's a hustler. I love watching him. He inspires me to do better, be better. I think he's a great person. No, I know he is. It was looking like Gotti had finally secured the dream girl. But just as fans started celebrating, boom! The cheating rumors hit. Angela had barely settled into the relationship before the first scandal popped off. Then came the real shocker. Accusations started flying that connected Gotti to something way bigger than relationship drama. Suddenly, he was being tied to the murder of fellow rapper Young Dolph. That's when everything took a sharp left. The streets went silent, then exploded. During the trial, Cornelius Smith is one of the suspects, got up on the stand and dropped a bombshell. He claimed Gotti's own brother, known in the streets as Jook, was deep in the mix. According to Smith, Jook allegedly put a $100,000 hit on Dolph, setting the whole thing off. That accusation sent shockwaves through the hip-hop world. This wasn't just rap beef anymore. This was real-life crime talk. Fans were stunned. It was messy. The idea that someone so close to Gotti might have been involved, yeah, that pushed everything to a whole new level. Angela's love story had turned into a headline nightmare. What started as a potential happily ever after was now tangled up in one of the most talked about tragedies in hip-hop, and the drama was far from over. And here's the craziest part. When Cornelius Smith testified in court, he claimed that he and his accomplice were promised $40,000 each for the hit. But in the end, they only got $800. Yeah, $800. That detail alone had people side-eyeing the whole operation like, what even is this mess? Even though Yo Gotti wasn't directly accused of anything, the pressure was on. His brother Jook's alleged involvement brought all eyes to Gotti, and fast. Just being connected to someone who's being accused of organizing a murder for hire had Gotti's name all over the blogs, news, and timelines. People started asking the real questions. How much did Gotti actually know? Was he really in the dark, or just keeping quiet? Because if he did know something and didn't speak on it, that could make him look like he was indirectly involved. Even if he never laid a finger on anything himself, and with all that swirling around him, concerns started rising about the folks closest to Gotti, especially Angela. Fans were getting real uneasy, scared that she might end up in the middle of something dangerous. Social media started blowing up with people warning her to run, to get out before it was too late. Because when you're dating someone who might be tied to violent beef, things can go left real fast. And let's be real, when people start whispering about retaliation from Young Dolph's people, that's not something to brush off. People feared Angela and her child could end up as collateral damage in a situation that's way beyond messy. And still, even after all that, she didn't walk away. Angela stuck beside him. She held it down through one cheating scandal, risked her peace, her image, and her safety. And what did she get in return? Gotti went and cheated again, this time with his ex, and now he's allegedly starting a whole family with her. Not Angela, her. After all those years chasing Angela like she was the love of his life, this is how it ends. It's honestly not hard to understand why Angela might be spiraling. She gave the man a chance after 7 years of pressure, only to get played like this. It's wild. But the big question is she really gonna leave this time? Or is she still gonna stand by him through all the chaos? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think she's done for real? Or is she gonna ride it out again? And if you've been hooked on this whole roller coaster of a story, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more. You do not want to miss what's coming next. Check out the next video. It's about to get even deeper.